Hey guys, it's Tiffany here. Editing Tiffany, Sunday night. I'm just starting to edit, and my first video for this vlog is bad. I mean, just that it's going up and down instead of sideways, and I'm really sorry. I tried to fix it, couldn't get the fix, and it's kind of giving me an update on my health a little bit, so I wanted to go ahead and include it. So I'm sorry. Just get through that part and the rest should be good to go. And there is some crazy stuff in this vlog. Like, I'm talking about all kinds of stuff that you guys are going to be like, what in the world, Tiffany, is going on with you? So stay tuned for that. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And leave me some comments down below. I love talking to you guys. All right, stay tuned. Good morning. It is Thursday, August 7th. It's about 20 after 7. I'm sorry I have not vlogged any this week. My car is a brat, but I love my car. Sometimes it doesn't want to let me vlog in the car. I don't know why. I think I tricked it today because I started the video before I actually got in the car, and the video is working fine. So, anyhow. I'm vlogging now, and that's all that matters. So, little update on the health issues. I went to my primary care physician on Tuesday. Told her everything that was going on, kind of updated her. She kind of wants me to decrease my blood pressure medicine. I don't really want to yet because I feel like my blood pressure is, I'm okay feeling like wise where my blood pressure is when it is normal, you know, like, because normally it's in the top number is in the 110s. So I don't think she called it in because we were kind of back and forth about it. I don't think she ended up calling it in because when I picked up my 2 other medications that she renewed, it was not included. And then she's not worried about my heart, but she did agree that because of my family history, I need to go and get checked out. And then, of course, because of the EKG showing that I had an interior infarct and an anterior infarct. I was afraid I was going to say it wrong. As for my lady bits, I went back to my gynecologist yesterday. Actually did not get to see my gynecologist or her PA that I normally see. I see one of the other. I saw my gynecologist's husband, who she's in partner with, which, you know, it's fine. All of my doctors are all female except for my surgeons. Every time I've had surgery, it's been male. But all of my, like, regular doctors I see, other than my eye doctor and my dentist. But all my, like, other doctors, medical, gyno, you know, they're female. And anyhow, so I saw him and he said everything looked good. The firm lump that I'm still feeling in my labia, he said is related to the infection, which actually ended up being E. coli. Which, who would have thought it'd be E. coli? He said that probably what happened, and my girlfriend Emily said the same thing. He said probably what happened is where I shaved and went to the water park and to Kings Island that weekend. He said you probably, from sweating and sitting on, you know, the chair at the park, even though I laid towels down and stuff. He said it's hard to tell, because we, you know, our bodies produce E. coli anyhow in our intestines and everything. He's like, you got E. coli in it. I'm just forever thankful that I do have a little bit of medical knowledge. I'm a good nurse, but I question my knowledge a lot. And I'm glad I was at work when everything happened, because if I was at home, I probably would just wrote it off as I'm getting sick, you know, no big deal. I probably wouldn't even take my blood pressure if I was at home when it happened, you know. But because I was at work and I checked my blood pressure and I saw my heart rate was elevated, you know, I was like, oh, something's not right. And then saw that I had a fever, you know, it clicked in my head, hey, Tiffany, you know. So anyway, girls, my advice, ladies, women, my advice to you all, just don't no more. I know it's the style, it's the trend to keep things bare down there. He actually told me that, he said it's kind of funny how things have changed over years. He started practicing about 20 years ago, and he said when he first started practicing, the only ones that were bare down there were like the younger generation, like the 20-somethings. He said, but now, or as the years have went on, you know, you've seen more and more women of all ages. He said now it's kind of like all over the place. You've got women who are completely bare. You've got women who are keeping it just nice and trim, and you've got women who have full bushes. So makes me think of like our men and their beards. Same thing with our lady hair. So anyhow, TMI, but I don't want any of you all to go through what I went through. Not fun. Not fun. And it is embarrassing. It's not, like I said, it's not something easily talked about. It's not something that you necessarily, you know, it's like when I call your boss and say, hey, I've got an infection in my lady bits, I can't come to work today, you know, like that's not something easily, sorry, the sun's like in my eyes, easily just said to somebody. And I just don't want any of you all to have to go through that. Like, it's really not worth it, in my book at least. But he said I'm going to be okay. Just keep taking the antibiotics and doing what I'm doing. You know, obviously staying clean and dry as best you can down there. And if anything, you know, changes, happens, let them know. Of course, I have the concern for a yeast infection. I did have my primary care doctor call me in some medicine for it in case I do get one. Thankfully, so far, I have not had one. I've been making sure I've been eating yogurt daily. And then I found this drink. It's called Karma. It's a probiotic water. I actually found it at work. It's really good. Actually, I haven't, that's the only flavor I tried, and that was strawberry lemonade. I'm gonna get a different flavor today. I think they had like a blueberry lemonade and a berry flavored. So I'm gonna try those, or try one of those today and then one tomorrow. But it has like the probiotics at the top of the bottle, and you push it in and you kind of shake it all up, and then you just drink it. If it's helping, I don't know. Is it hurting me? Probably not. You know, so either way, it's water. It's, you know, getting some more hydration in my system, you know. So I think it's, you know, it's not going to hurt me in any way. But if it helps, that's a plus. But ladies, that's just my advice right there. Now, as for the cardiology and the heart issues, I do have my appointment on Monday. I will probably finish this vlog after that appointment on Monday. So you guys will see me for the next couple days doing things. Just so I can let you guys know how that appointment goes. I do foresee a stress test in my future. Hopefully that is it. and we'll go from there. I do plan on going ahead and starting back to work out next Friday, which is the 15th. I would do it on the 13th, but the boys, because I work out on Wednesdays and Fridays. Those are my workout days with my trainer. Not going tomorrow only because I'm still trying to heal. But Wednesday next week is the boys' open house at school, so I'm not going to go then, and then they start school next Friday. So, but next Friday I'm going to go start working back out, and already scheduled and everything, ready to go for that. This weekend though, I think I'm going to try to get some things done around the house. I've got to clean this car out. I mean, you guys can see back there, those are Trader Joe's bags from when we were in Kings Island in Cincinnati, when I went to Trader Joe's and blew up the cooler. I have not been able to get back out here and clean up my car since then, and I'm going to have to need to do that this weekend. So I'm going to try to do that this weekend, and there's some other things I want to do around the house. So I may just take you guys along with me as I do some of the things. Stuff that I've been putting off all summer between the boob surgery and then what's happened the last couple of weeks. It just is what it is. So, but anyway, I thank you guys, for the support that you guys gave me last week, or on Monday for, last week when you guys watched this, for, the encouragement for being honest and open with you guys about things, because it was hard to talk about. It was very hard to talk about, and it was very embarrassing. But like I said, I wanted to, if I could help somebody else not go through what I went through, that's why I'm doing it. At the end of the day, that's why I'm doing it. So, all right guys, I've already talked 11 minutes, so I'm gonna get off here and I will check back in with y'all later. Oh, if you haven't already, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you want to hear more of my honest truths about my health and my life in general. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today it is Friday. It is August 8th. It's about 20 till 8 in the morning. I'm on my way to work and I'm behind this slow truck. I'm feeling really good this morning. I slept pretty decent last night. I'm gonna call it a weird dream. We're just gonna call it a weird dream. Just call it a weird dream last night. Weirded me out, but it was just a weird dream. We'll just go with that. But otherwise, I'm feeling really good this morning. I'm feeling back to normal, and I'm ready to I'm ready to move again. I feel like I can move again, I'm ready to work out and stuff again. I'm regretting canceling my workout tonight. I think I could have done it tonight. Of course, I canceled them. When did I cancel? End of last week when I had the cyst abscess, and that's when I think I canceled them, yeah. Please turn. Please turn. But, thinking I probably won't be healed up by now, and I am healed up enough, I think, to where I could have went and did a workout tonight with my personal trainer. But it is what it is. I probably could text her hey, can I go ahead and come tonight? And she probably would say yes, but I don't have any clothes with me. And she lives on the exact opposite of town of what I live on, so it'd be kind of silly for me to drive home, drive back, because it would be about an hour of time, pretty much for me to get from work to home and then back to her house. So I'm just not going to do it. But I do have some errands to run this evening, so I'll be out and about getting some movies going on. I text my brother about my dream, and I'm calling it a dream, but I don't know that was actually a dream. But he said, "Are you on drugs still?" So let me just tell y'all what happened. So I woke up and I looked over on the opposite. I was on my side, and I looked over on the opposite side of me on my bed, and there was a stuffed animal sitting there that my mom had propped up that day when she made my bed, and I just pulled down the sheets enough for me to get on the side of the bed I was sitting in. And I looked over, like I opened my eyes, and all I could see was my dad's profile. And it was like that stuffed animal's head was my dad's head, and it was my dad's profile. And he was laying there beside me, and I was completely awake. Never have had this anything, like never had anything like this happen to me before. And like it took me a couple minutes to process what I was seeing, and I just, then after, like, it dawned on me, like, that stuffed animal looks like Dad's head. You know, I was like, that's like Daddy laying beside me. And I, like, knocked the stuffed animal over, and I rolled over. Like, my dad's been gone 15 years in October. He's been gone. I've never had anything like that happen before. Freaked me out. Granted, you would think I would not have been able to go back to sleep after that, but I was. Because seeing Daddy's not necessarily a bad thing. It just never had happened before. So it kind of was, oh, good. This truck's turning in here. Thank you, Jesus. So it really just, like I said, it's never happened before. I don't really, every once in a while I may have a dream about him, but it very seldomly do I even dream about him. But I've never, like, sometimes I'll feel his presence, you know, or, I mean, you guys have heard me talk about smiley faces, and showing up. If you've been around a while, you have. Smiley faces showing up random places, you know, during my life since he's passed away, because smiley faces were like his thing. And when I've needed them and not expected to see them, you know, and that's just like Dad winking at me, you know. And like actually had it happen last week to me. And it just, yeah. It just caught me off guard, like, for real. I don't know. Yeah. So, never had anything like that happen to me before. Never. And, like, the stuffed animal is a tiger. By no means did my dad look like a tiger. And by no means does the profile of that tiger look anything like my dad's profile. If I can remember while I'm editing, I'll add a picture in of the tiger and then add in a picture of my dad. So it was just crazy, absolutely crazy. I don't know, have any of y'all had anything like that happen to y'all before, like with a loved one that's passed away or anything? And I don't know if it's, maybe it was his spirit. I mean, I'm a Christian, and I fully believe that my dad's in heaven. Like, I know he is, without a doubt. Like, I know my dad's in heaven, but you know, maybe it's just him telling me, hey, you're going to be okay, because he knows, like, I'm worried about the whole heart thing, because he was 48 when he had open heart surgery. I was 40. I'm 44, and my boys are a lot younger than what me and my brother were, you know, at that age. Jacob's not as much younger as what my boys were, but because I was in college and Jacob was a senior in high school, so in 4 years, let's see, Parker will be 9. He's an A, so 8, 9, 10. He'll be 11th grade, so he'll be almost the same age as Jacob was, and Keenan will be in 9th grade. They'll still be in high school, you know, they'll still be babies, and I don't want them to have to go through the fear, you know, that Jacob and I had to go through when we were that age with our dad. And honestly, probably more than likely, he had to have, or he probably started having heart attacks when he was my age, you know, and just didn't know it or ignored it. His mom, I'm not sure exactly when she started having heart issues, but like, she was young when she started having heart issues, and I think I've already told you guys, my brother's already had a heart cath. He is 3.5 years younger than me. He'll be 40, or he just turned 40 in January. So he's, you know, almost pretty much 4 years younger than me. And there's the sheriff up here. Everybody's going kind of slow. But he, you know, he's already had a heart cath. I can't remember if he got any stents or anything, but still, that was probably 2 years ago. He was like 38. So it's scary. It's very scary, and I just don't want to leave my kids as early as my dad left me. I mean, that's what it boils down to, is I don't want to leave my kids as early as my dad left us. So, and the funny thing is, I just thought about this too. I had a dream last night that I had a little sister too, and her name was Christy. And me and my mom and my brother and my little sister, who was younger than my brother, were in back, like, it seems like it was my old bedroom at my house in Dunbar, like my childhood bedroom, on a couch watching TV, cuddled up on the couch, like me and my mom and my sister, and Jacob was like in a chair, you know, beside us somewhere. But me, like, I remember distinctively in the stream, like Christy, the little girl, climbing up on my lap. She was my little sister, you know. It was just, I don't know, like, it's just so weird that I dreamt that and then I saw Dad. So you guys are probably like, this woman is crazy. I'm not crazy, I promise. I'm not. I'm emotional. I'm not crazy though. I'm not crazy. I'm just emotional. So anyhow, good morning. Happy Friday. Oh, come on, let's get to work. Get this day over with. Today is going to be so boring because I'm pretty much done with everything I need to do. And, excuse me, I just have like a few little, like, basic things to do today to get ready for next week, and that's it. And we're good. We're good. So, but it is what it is. Kind of hungry. I'm trying to think, what did I eat last night? Oh, I ate my meatloaf dinner I got from my friend Amy who caters meals. It was good. Meatloaf and mashed potatoes and green beans. I didn't eat it all. Meaning I only left like 4 bites left. But I'm going to jump off here because I'm just about to work, and I will check back in, hopefully with something better than just me talking to you guys in the car about how crazy I am. Okay, so I'm getting ready to walk into Target. I'm getting our drink real quick. It's hot. Actually, it's not too hot outside. It's just hot in my car. My plan's not to spend a lot of money, but we shall see. I'm trying to bring you guys around some. It's been a long time since I've vlogged in front of people, so I don't know how much I actually will. So bear with me. Well, I didn't turn y'all on Target. I'm sorry. I just can't get back in the habit of vlogging in public, I guess. So just bear with me. Spent way too much money, but in my defense, I did buy the boys some clothes. I don't know if they're going to like them or not. I'll put you guys on your stand because they're a preteen and a teen boy, and so who knows if they'll like them or not. It's just mostly t-shirts, and I bought them some shorts because they really don't have a lot of shorts. So it's hot. And I bought a few food items. I bought myself a sports bra and a t-shirt, a Land Before Time t-shirt. It was in the men's section. It was so cute. It was one of my favorite movies when I was a little kid, so I had to have it. I probably will do a Walmart haul. Target haul when I get home. Cause I did get some things I've never got before. I'm trying to put my seatbelt on. It's already on. But I did get some things I've already got before that were new to me, at least. And I'm going to share them with you guys. Oh, and I got me a couple tank tops too, to wear that I wear underneath my scrubs, because they were like $8, and the tank tops I have are not, I mean, I don't know if I necessarily needed them or not, come to think of it. I may just take those back. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know that I needed them. Don't you hate that? Like, for some reason I was thinking I didn't have enough tank tops, but I think I'm actually okay. I don't have a lot of solid tank tops. I did those just by solid ones. So maybe that's what I was thinking. Well, we'll figure it out when I get home, right? I can always return them. Kind of chuckled though, the little girl that was checking me out. She said, she was ringing me up and she saw my Land Before Time t-shirt, and she was like, I said, oh, I got all the men's. She was like, that's really cute. And I was telling her, I was like, yeah, I got a strawberry shortcake t-shirt out of the men's section a couple months ago. And she was like, I get t-shirts out of the men's section too, because they seem to fit better, and I'm a little top heavy. I said, honey, I had a breast reduction last month, or back in June. She was like, really? I said, yeah, it was actually my second one. And she's like, I just lost a lot of weight, and it helped me a lot. She's like, I still want to have kids, so I'm worried about that and everything. So I told her, I said, I was like, if you can ever get one, get it. I love sharing my story. She was cute, very cute little girl. Like, she's probably in her early 20s, I bet. She seemed like a baby. But she said she was married, so everybody, like 30 and younger seems like they're like, actually like 20 and younger is how they look to me. So, that didn't count. I'm not going to bore you all in chit-chatting on the way home now. And plus, the way I'm going home, I'm not exactly 100% positive of the direction I'm going. So, because I don't go very often, it's the back way. So I'm going to get off here because I got to turn on my maps. But I will talk to y'all later soon, probably. Watch out for that Target haul video. I'm home. I just filmed the Target haul, so be on the lookout for it. It'll probably go up Wednesday next week. So what's that? The 13th? I think the 13th. Because Monday I'm trying to do the vlogs. I'll breath. I just ran up the stairs. Let's see what my heart rate is. It says it was 124 a minute ago. My big, it's 126. That would probably be why I'm short of breath. My big deep freezer is downstairs, so I was taking the frozen stuff down there to put in there. So I think this is the only cold thing. My pajamas, these are, let me tell you all, if you are a pajama girl, whether it's pajama pants or the button down, like pajama tops, the V-necks, you know, with the collars and stuff, or just pajamas in general, go to Walmart and get the Joyce Spun pajamas. They are the best pajamas. I had bought these pair of pants and another pair of pants earlier in the summer, I think like springtime, and they are amazing. I'm heating up this. It's a chicken pot pie. I have a friend who does catering, and on Wednesday she does meals to go. And that was one of the meals to go this week. She also had meatloaf, and I had it last night for dinner. But anyhow, my microwave's really loud, so hopefully you guys can hear me. But anyhow, the Joyce Spun brand, they are really nice. Like, I got all the button-down pajamas I got when I had my surgery were Joyce Spun. And you know, if you guys have watched me, if you're old, you know, OGs, I've always been like a V-neck t-shirt kind of girl and pajama pants or shorts, depending on really what time of year it is. And I'm sorry, I hope you guys can hear me because I'm rustling bags and stuff. But I fell in love with those button downs. So this is my baby's binder for 6th grade. I had to get him like a hardcore one. I think it's hard. It's not like a soft one. He is so rough on stuff. Like, I just know he's gonna like destroy it. This thing was like almost 40 bucks. 40 bucks. It's ridiculous. Oh, in my Target homage to these cups. You can't get them at Target. You can get them off their website. You can get them on Amazon. And a lot of times, like those small boutiques that you know that are online, they'll have them. But these are just Swig brand cups. If you see a cup in my hand, especially if it's like a cup like this, it's Swig. Very seldomly is it not Swig. I honestly don't even think I have any cups that aren't Swig anymore. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. Because there are a couple of the boys' cups that aren't Swig. Can't tell if this is warm. Put in there 2 minutes. Y'all see that? I dropped it on the floor. Oh, that was good. That is some good stuff. Woo. I think that's the first time I've had her chicken pot pie. Do you guys want to see the view off my deck? Making sure my neighbors are not home because I don't want them to see me talking to myself. All right, let me show you my view off my deck. Right, this is my view. A little rug and the rocking chairs. I put those rocking chairs together by myself. And then there's a little lights there. They are solar lights. My landlord needs to put another coat of the waterproofing stuff on my deck, so I haven't like attached them to my deck yet, so that's why they're just laying there. But here's my view. How nice is this? So I just sit in one of my rocking chairs, a lot of times with my feet propped up, and just rock and read, rock and read, drink beer. I just drink water because I really haven't drank much lately. Anything alcoholic. That's what I do. I love it out here. This is my quiet space. I feel like I'm on vacation when I'm out here. It's just amazing. And even though like I live in a townhouse and I have neighbors on either side of me, I mean, as you guys can hear, you don't hear anything other than the air condition. Every once in a while you'll hear a car, lawnmower, four-wheeler, a gunshot. I am in West Virginia. Or a car go by, you know. But for the most part, it is so peaceful out here. And I love it. I love it. This was really a huge selling point when I found this place. And he actually, this deck is only a year old. He put it up. Well, he didn't. He had it put in after I moved in. And I moved in the May 1st of June of last year. So I've been here a year. That's my deck. I have a little bug candle there and stuff. But this is... So let's sit here and hang out. That's what I do. Yeah, really muggy out there. Didn't realize how muggy it was. All right. Oh, microwave's done. It should be nice and warm now. I've lost my fork. Very good. Very good. Oh, I just remembered something. I've got some stuff in my lunchbox. This is my lunchbox. This is actually swig also. And if you know me, you know I love smiley faces. I've got some cinnamon raisin bread from Trader Joe's. One of these apple bars from a local bakery. One thing is it. Real quick. This, the hot honey fudge, is really good. The root beer float pieces, good. The milk chocolate covered peanut butter pretzels, good. They're not what I thought. So it's like, when you look at them on here, you think they're going to be like, they look brown, right? Like they're going to be like peanut butter on the outside. They're not. They're actually like chocolate. And then the snacky clusters. And these are good. But I think the s'mores clusters are the favorite of the house because there's like just a few left. Like that's all that's left in there. I have not ate any. I mean, I've ate one of each just to try them. But that's all I've ate of them. Anyway, I thought, well, I saw them. I thought I'd let you all know what we thought of them. I don't know how many of them Parker's eating because, you know, Parker's my picky kid. But, Keenan, I know at least is liking them. Guys, this t-shirt, it's a little tight because I got dried. It's a medium. It's a medium women's t-shirt. These boobs fit in the medium women's t-shirt. I ain't got a towel. Like, it dumbfounds me still that I don't have big boobs anymore. It really does. Okay. This vlog is going to be long, I have a feeling, because it's only Friday night and I plan on doing some stuff with you guys this weekend. But then Friday, I'm just going to update you on what the cardiologist says before I upload you on Monday evening. So, I think that's it right now. I'm feeling kind of hyper. Let's see what my heart rate is now. I haven't had any caffeine, so I don't know why I'm hyper. 112. Yeah, I don't know why why I feel hyper, because I haven't had any caffeine. So, all right, be back soon. Morning. Oh my gosh, it's scratching my chest. And it's actually not morning time. It is 1 o'clock on Saturday, the 9th, August 9th. Looky there, these little babies. I have just got up I didn't sleep very well last night. I think all the antibiotics are finally starting to mess with my system. Because since we're being honest about my health here, I have been really constipated from the antibiotics. And typically, you know, when you're on antibiotics, I really need a drink. But when you're on antibiotics, you, a lot of times will have diarrhea. And not this girl, I was constipated. But the diarrhea started last night. So, I was up a lot last night going to the bathroom. And finally it did slow down and I'm feeling better today. Right now at least. But I slept late. Just took my rent over to my landlord. He is next door at his other rental. His son actually lived there when I moved in. And this is how I get my cups down, because I'm a shorty. Instead of worrying about getting step stool and all that, I just grab my tongs and get my cup. But his son was there when I moved in, and he has since got him a girlfriend and got engaged and is living with her. So therefore he moved out. So he's doing some things to the place, and I think his stepdaughter maybe, or his daughter and son-in-law, because it was actually his stepson, and maybe his daughter and his son-in-law. It's a son-in-law and a daughter, or stepdaughter, I can't remember. They kind of treat all the kids the same, so him and his wife. But they are going to be moving in there while they build a house, and I think they have a couple kids, and their place is like the same size as mine. So it'll be nice to have neighbors again. It was just nice with Derek because he wasn't, he worked night shift. So when the kids were home and they were at their loudest, he wasn't there. You know, except during the summertime. And he was a young guy, sweet kid. I call him a kid, but he was like in his late 20s. So, all right. We'll get some ice and fill this up. Okay. I need to eat. I don't know what to eat. Okay, so I have these sweet peppers here that I bought from Trader Joe's. I really need to cut them up and do something with them. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them up with some onion that I have in the refrigerator and cook them. That way they are done and ready, so I don't lose them. I really am trying to be much more consequent. Is that how you say the word? Y'all know what I'm trying to say, right? Of using up things that I've paid for. I got the cucumber back there that I got at church. One of the ladies I go to church with. onion, it's probably 2 weeks old. It's not looking very good. So I don't, that's really something. I'm just gonna go throw it away. Hate to do that, but it's not looking very good. So I'm gonna cut these peppers and the onion and saute them in a pan on my stove here. I did that earlier this week actually with some scrambled eggs. This is my cookware I have now. It's Pioneer one. I actually love this. It's been, I had, there's a nick in that. Why is there a nick in that? I got it like half off or something. It was on clearance. And because my other stuff was just really bad. Like it was getting the whole, like, you know how like a Teflon, if you use stuff, the like metal and stuff in it too much, or I'm lazy and use the dishwasher too much with it, gets the scratches and stuff. It was looking really bad, and I didn't feel safe using it. And I'd had it since before Parker was born. So I just went ahead and got rid of it. And I found that on Walmart site for like 60, 70 bucks, 80 bucks. It was on clearance. And so I went ahead and bought it. And I've really enjoyed it so far. And I don't cook a whole lot, so it's not like I need anything like super fancy or anything. I'm trying to start to cook a little bit more though. So anyway, I'm going to cut these peppers. I have a half an onion here. And I'm just going to saute them in some EVOO. Rachel Ray Days, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Extra virgin olive oil with some salt and pepper in here. The other day, like I was saying, I made it with a bunch of some scrambled eggs and ate half of it for dinner, and then I took the other half to work one day this past week. It was really good. And the only thing I put in it was, other than the peppers and the eggs, was some cheese and I think hot sauce. Was the only thing I added to it, you know. And they turned out yummy. So like I said, I'm just gonna cut this up, these peppers up, and cook them. Today on the agenda is clean up my car. While I was out there taking my rent to my landlord, he was getting out some weed killer out of his truck, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna spray this weed killer on your patio underneath. I know he's got some weeds back there growing pretty tall." I was like, "Thank you," because I had already planned on doing that and actually have some. So I had to tell him that. That actually was on my agenda this weekend, was to pull weeds. I can get this horrible rock up front cleared out. I hate it. Lava rock. It's horrible. I'm sorry if you like it. This chick does not. It's ugly. I'm sure it has its time and its place, but I do not like it. But anyway, that's all I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to do this, and I will check back in. Oh my gosh, I've been talking to you guys, and it wasn't recording. It's been one of those mornings with video. It is August 11th at 12:35. I'm headed to Kroger. I went to church this morning, and I still have my dress on from church. I wore the dress I got out of my last Stitch Fix. I wore some platform like espadrille sandal things. I don't know if I ever say them. And with it, but now I still have the dress on, but I put on some of my bionic flip-flops because they're much more comfortable and don't hurt my feet as bad. So have that on, but I still have the dress on, and I have makeup on. I never wear makeup anymore unless it's a Sunday. But just running to Kroger's. The boys will be home in a little bit. Our neighborhood is having a back to school swim event from like 12 to 3, and they're going to, poor little Keenan, he really wanted his friends to go, but the kid always waits till the last minute to ask his friends to do anything. And I think he waited till like 10 o'clock last night or something crazy to ask them if they could come, and of course they couldn't come. So he did not. I think he was a little disappointed. He's got to learn to stop waiting to the last minute to do stuff. Live and learn, right? So earlier, I was kind of updating you guys when I tried the video earlier about my Saturday. You guys saw me, just kind of cook onion or whatever, prepping these vegetables yesterday and stuff. But after that, like, I really didn't do a whole lot. I did get the car cleaned out. Like, you can't see the Trader Joe's bags anymore in the back because they're not back there. Got all the trash picked up. However, I do have some baby wipes down here on the floor that I just used because I brought home 2 cupcakes from church and got icing on my seat. I need to get those and throw those away. But otherwise, I got the car cleaned out, but really didn't do a whole lot else other than set up my Facebook dating profile again. Yes, you heard me right. My Facebook dating profile. I have been off and on it, more off than on, since, I've been single the past year and 3 months or whatever it's been now. And I have met one guy off of there. It was back in the early spring, like March or something, I think I met him. And we went out a couple times, but it just didn't work out. And super nice guy. Almost too nice. So, but it didn't work out. And then I went out on a couple other dates. They've actually been guys I went to high school with. So, but it didn't work out. And I just haven't really been interested in dating. Like, I want to date, but at the same time, like, I'm really enjoying my alone time and not having to answer to anybody and, all that kind of stuff. And if you're single, you know what I mean. And I just, like, I want what would be perfect for me? This is what would be perfect. Just to meet a guy and be in a relationship. Like, and I don't want to, I don't want to go through all this dating BS and getting to know you BS, and stuff. Just, let's just meet and be in a relationship, But I know it doesn't work that way. So, I guess it could, but it's not. And, because dating world is rough, especially in your mid-40s. It's just rough. And I'm not willing to just settle for anybody. Like, I learned a lot over the last, I learned a lot with Chris. And, one of the things with Chris is that, Chris is a good man. He is a good man. He loved me unconditionally for the most part. And he was good to me. He was good to the boys. I mean, there were things that needed to be changed, and on both our ends, that neither one of us were really. We were both too hard-headed to change as much as what we needed to be to make it work. And like I said, I think I've told you guys, my boys just weren't happy. And at this point in my life, how they feel about whoever is in my life is very important. And like, I've already decided, like, for the next, see, Keenan's in 6th grade, so the next 7 years, like, I'm not getting married, I'm not moving in with anybody, you know, like, maybe get engaged, you know, but I'm not going to do any of that, because I want the boys, I don't want to uproot them again. And I want them to feel, I want them to have their safe space at home with me. And I'm not saying that whenever I do get into a relationship that, you know, they won't meet that man or anything like that, or ever be around him. I'm not saying that at all, because, you know, obviously he'll be part of our lives. But what I'm saying is, like, we're not going to be living together, you know. I just truly believe at this point in my life, I need to focus on my kids and what's best for them. And what's best for them right now is for me not to be in a relationship where I'm living with somebody, or moving somebody in with me, anything like that. And people may disagree or agree with that, but that's just where I'm at. So, and I have my reasonings. I'm not going to blast all those reasons on YouTube for some personal reasons. Like, I'm very honest with you all about lots of things, obviously. I mean, I told you guys why I was sick and, you know, like, all that, you know, with my abscess and everything. But there's some things, like, I just can't share. And maybe someday I will, but right now I can't. And it's for, you know, their privacy too, because at the end of the day, this channel is really about me, not about them. So anyway, dating. So I made it my profile again yesterday, and I have been kind of thinking about doing it again for a while, but I didn't have very many pictures of me with my new body, with the new boobs, particularly. And I didn't want to false advertise putting whole body pictures up of me with my old boobs, because obviously I don't have those boobs anymore. So I've been kind of putting it off until I had some full body pictures of me that kind of represented me a little bit better in the new body I have. So I did that yesterday, and spent some time talking to a couple guys, couple potentials, you know, but I mean, like, it's been not even 24 hours yet, so there's that. But like I said, I mean, when I say that, like, I would love just to be in a relationship and be there and have my best friend and my lover and everything, you know, I also at the same time don't want to rush into anything, so I'm not trying to do that either. And I know it probably makes no sense to a lot of you, but in my mind it makes sense. And that's what matters. Like, right now, this is the era of Tiffany, focusing on Tiffany, focusing on God, and focusing on the boys. And I just, part of focusing on me is, you know, me not staying home every evening the kids are gone, you know, and going out and doing stuff and having fun. And not being a homebody, because that's pretty much what I do now. I mean, like when I am working out, Wednesdays and Wednesdays and Fridays I'm out. I mean, even when, this summer I wasn't, because we didn't have it, but Wednesdays are usually pretty busy for me, because from Wednesday I go work out, and then I go to church, and then I go home. So Wednesday evenings are usually pretty busy. But like Thursday evenings, I have nothing to do. No plans ever. Fridays, I get off work and I go work out. Not just good. And then, but nothing after that. I'm done working out at 6. And then when the boys aren't with me, on Saturdays, a lot of times I'm doing nothing. Because most of my girlfriends around here, I mean, all of us are in different stages of life. Like my one good girlfriend, her kids are grown, and she works her tail off too, all week. So I think Saturdays is like her day of rest. And then my other good girlfriend, like, she's married and her kids are a little bit younger, so on her weekends they're out doing stuff with the kids. And then I don't know that I really have any other girlfriends I would go and do stuff with, honestly. I mean, like, I've talked to people about going and doing stuff, we just never have made plans, and then other girlfriends, and then Jess and Jenny, like, we would probably make plans, because Jess and I definitely are in the same stage of life with our kids, because her daughter and Parker are the same age, but her daughter and Keenan are the same age. I'm trying to think. Her daughter and Parker are the same age. But she lives in Pennsylvania, and then Jenny, she, Finn is a little bit younger than the boys, but she also only has one kid versus, more than one. And, him and the boys, I mean, they kind of fight like they're brothers. That's how I kind of compare it to. But they, people get on my nerves with traffic today. But they also, but Finn's also really into sports. I mean, he's like constantly playing the sport. So, and I'm sure even if we lived close by to each other, that would be an issue, because he would constantly be having practices and games and stuff. And my kids, I mean, Keenan plays baseball, but that's about all he does. Now, he is going to band in middle school, but I don't know how much the 6th graders are involved in band. We shall see. That's to be determined. I think I'm gonna go get my car washed first, because it really needs washed before I go get groceries. But yeah, I need like companion, I guess I should say. That's how I should word it. A companion right now to go out and do stuff with and just hang out with, go to the movies, go to dinner, that type of thing. And if it becomes more than that, great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. So, and if you guys look at the description down below, I did put in there that with the channel now, that part of my journey with this channel now is going to be dating in my 40s, in my mid 40s. It's crazy out there. It's crazy out there. There is a really cute guy though at church, I will say this. And he's been going to our church for a long time. Like, he doesn't come regularly, that's super good looking guy, and he's rough and tough looking, like got the tattoos and everything, and very attracted to those kind of guys. I'm more attracted to blue collar guys than white collar. Not to say, wouldn't go out with a white collar guy, but I would definitely love for him to ask me out. Maybe I should ask him out. That would be awkward, and I wouldn't want him to feel like you can't come back to church there or something. But anyhow, I've been talking now 15 minutes, so I'm going to get off here. And just, yeah, think about everything I just talked about to you guys. Hello. On my way home from work. Saw the cardiologist. I got the trifecta. I was expecting a stress test. Maybe have to wear the heart monitor for a few days. But because of my the back pain I had, and when I went to the ER, she said that very well could have been angina, which I can never say it right, because women present so differently with heart attacks and heart pain, that type of thing. She wanted to really do everything for me to make sure that my heart was okay. So we're doing a stress test, the EKG, which I did not, the heart monitor. She did not tell me how long though. I did not think to ask. I don't know why. And then also an echo. The echo is just the ultrasound of the heart. So, and I took the stairs again for the first time since I took him that Tuesday morning down. That Tuesday morning before I went to the ER. I hadn't taken them again since. I've taken them down, but not up since I went to the ER. And checked my heart rate when I got to the top of the stairs. It was 140. As good a shape as I was in, 2 months ago, it should not have been that high. But it's back down to 109. I just saw it. It's a 109. So we'll see. The neat thing with the heart monitor, though, I wore one when I was pregnant with Parker. So about 14 years ago now. That was well over 13 years ago. It was like that spring before I had him. Is that now, they're wireless, which I knew, but I hadn't worn one. But they actually, you get it in the mail. It comes to your house. And then you just send it back in the mail when you're done with it. So how cool is that? But as I have these tests and everything, of course, I'll be sharing with you guys what's happening and how things come back and everything. But yeah, because of that pain I had and my family history and everything, she went ahead and did all 3 tests on me to make sure that everything's kosher. Better be safe than sorry, right? At least that's my way of thinking. I need to get over. Looks like there's a lane closed up here. But I will talk to you guys later. Hope you guys have had a great week, and if you haven't already and enjoyed this vlog, if you stuck this far into it, give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Thanks guys, love you.